Hello and welcome. You have tuned into Headlines Now with me, Linda Hercules. Before we move into all the stories in detail, let's take a quick look at the top headlines. Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker D. Jayakumar resigns from his post without mentioning reasons. Karnataka to file a review petition in the Supreme Court against Prime Minister's order to release water to Tamil Nadu. Manmohan Singh indicates that the government will continue with the reforms process, expresses willingness to discuss issues with allies. Politics has split the anti-corruption movement, says Anna Hazare, alleging that Kejriwal's move has gone against his will. India successfully launches its heaviest communication satellite, GSAT-10. And Captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni defends his five-bowler theory and says criticism should not be based on the result of one match. News in detail. In a surprise development, Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker D. Jayakumar resigned from his post. Jayakumar, elected from Roypuram in Chennai, resigned from office with immediate effect without assigning any reasons. The functions of the Speaker would be performed by Deputy Speaker P. Dhanapal. Jayakumar, an advocate, became Speaker after the AIADMK led by Jayalalitha stormed back to power in May last year. Onto the water wars between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka over the Kaveri waters. Karnataka government will now file a review petition in the Supreme Court. Earlier today, Karnataka Chief Minister Jagdish Shettar convened an all-party meet to discuss the Supreme Court verdict to release 9,000 cusecs of Kaveri water every day to the state. The Apex Court had earlier directed the Karnataka government to release 9,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu to comply with Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh headed Kaveri River Authority.
Discussion ಆ CRA ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾವು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೀಗೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣವೇ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟೇ ಮಾಡಿ ತಡೆಯಾಜ್ಞೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಮುಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಏನೊಂದು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಲೀಗಲ್ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೂ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದೇವೆ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ತಡೆಯಾಜ್ಞೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಮತ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಕಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಏನೊಂದು ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಒಳಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ವಿದಿನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫೈಲ್ ಎ ಪಿಟಿಷನ್.
We are in difficulties, absolute difficulties. So we have to protect our farmers. We have to give drinking water to the Bangalore city and other cities.
Water to the standing group.
So this is the situation in Karnataka. That is why you suggested you still even tomorrow also you explore the possibilities in law and continue this legal battle before the Supreme Court.
Moving on, the Tamil Nadu Congress Committee has decided to organize demonstrations on all districts on the 3rd of October, insisting on the importance of the early commissioning of the Kudankulam nuclear power project to counter the protests against the Indo-Russian nuclear collaboration. TNCC President B.S. Gnanadesigan said that circulars have been sent to party district units about the decision. Unfazed by the uproar over foreign direct investment in retail and other tough decisions, Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh indicated that the government may continue with the reforms process and expressed willingness to discuss issues with allies. The Prime Minister was responding to questions on demands for rollback of decisions on FDI in multi-brand retail, diesel price hike and cap on subsidized LPG cylinders by the opposition. When asked to respond to reservations expressed by allies that the recent decisions could hurt their electoral prospects, Dr. Singh said that the issue could be discussed.
प्रधानमंत्री जी केवल तभी स्टैंड लेते हैं जब अमेरिका का दबाव होता है. यूपीए एक के ज़माने में उन्होंने न्यूक्लियर डील, जो सब जानते हैं कि अमेरिकी दबाव में वो निर्णय हुआ, उन्होंने अपनी प्रतिष्ठा और अपने सरकार के अस्तित्व को दांव पे लगा दिया. और अभी भी पिछले 3 वर्षों में कभी भी उनको किसी ने बोलते नहीं सुना. और अचानक एफडीआई इन रिटेल इसका नारा लगा, निर्णय हुआ, नोटिफाई भी हो गया.
Assailing the constant verbal onslaught on the Prime Minister by opposition leaders, the Congress has asserted that Singh is a man of action. Congress spokesperson Sandeep Dixit further applauded the Prime Minister for initiating brave economic reforms to boost the country's sinking economy.
There is some American pressure on the Prime Minister, I think completely baseless. Prime Minister always acts in what he believes is in the best of the nation. Was there any pressure on the Prime Minister when he took on reforms in 93 or 94, or when he brought in multi-brand retail, FDI multi-brand retail about a year back, or when he put up diesel or LPG prices. So it's not an issue. I think Prime Minister does what he's convinced about. As far as American pressure is concerned, I think BJP should let us know why is it that they started looking at multi-brand retail. FDI way back in 2002, what was the pressure on them? This is a completely baseless charge, and BJP only wants to discredit Prime Minister by getting up the US bogey.
Continuing her protest against the centre's push for FDI in retail, West Bengal Chief Minister and erstwhile UPA member Mamata Banerjee is planning a huge rally in New Delhi on Monday. Banerjee has been steadfast in her opposition to the foreign supermarket chains, saying that they would hurt millions of small shopkeepers. Earlier this month, Banerjee pulled out of the ruling coalition over the anti-people economic reforms initiated by the Congress-led government at the centre. In a veiled attack on his former close aide Arvind Kejriwal, Anna Hazare said that politics has split the anti-corruption movement and that the pro-party group has gone against his will. The activist also decried efforts to link him with some parties and communal outfits, in an apparent reference to allegations that he is closing ranks with RSS through Yoga Guru Baba Ramdev to run the anti-corruption movement after the split with the Kejriwal-led group. In a new blog posting, the 75-year-old stated that the movement was not divided in the past 2 years despite efforts by the UPA government. But now it has split even without the government putting in any effort, as one group wanted to take the electoral route.
पूरे देश के सामने स्पष्ट हो गया जब अन्ना ने अपने ब्लॉग पे केजरीवाल के वास्तविक चेहरे को जिस तरीके से बेनकाब किया है कि वो लोकपाल बिल या भ्रष्टाचार के लिए लड़ना चाहते थे, लेकिन अरविंद केजरीवाल और उनकी टीम अन्ना हजारे को इस्तेमाल करके एक राजनीतिक महत्वाकांक्षा पूरा करना चाहती थी। और अन्ना के न चाहने के बावजूद भी जिस तरह से जंतर मंतर पे एक राजनीतिक विकल्प देने की बात कही है, तो उससे आज साफ हो गया कि अन्ना ने ये भी कहा है कि अब हम दिल्ली में अपना अलग दफ्तर बनाएंगे।
अन्ना हजारे जी एक सच्चे व्यक्ति हैं और उनके जो इर्द गिर्द चक्रव्यूह था वो ऐसे लोगों का था जो अपनी निजी महत्वाकांक्षाओं के चलते था। अब लेकिन मैं इससे ये कतई नहीं मानता कि अन्ना हजारे जी का या उनकी टीम का भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ाई पे एकाधिकार था। कोई पेटेंट नहीं था कि वो उनका संगठन टूट जाएगा या उनकी टीम टूट जाएगी तो भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ लड़ाई टूट जाएगी, ऐसा नहीं। लड़ाई तो ये जमीन तक चढ़ी हुई है।
We all respect Anna ji greatly. I mean, he has a huge amount of place in our hearts. In our hearts, in heart of even Arvind Kejriwal ji, because he said this repeatedly, that and we all feel that we have joined this movement because of our feelings towards, the cause of the country. We feel we should fight corruption, and Anna ji, we still stand by both. We stand by Arvind ji as well as Anna ji. If Anna ji does an Andolan anywhere, forget thousands of people like me, even Arvind Kejriwal would love to come and join his Andolan.
There is no reason for Anna to be unhappy because everything is happening according to his written script. So he is unhappy just because of the money part of the whole movement. The funds which they have collected, means Arvind, IAC and PCRF, according to me is a 30-40 crores rupees. And they have tried to give 2 crore rupees to Anna. So he is unhappy, and the whole split and whole discomfort of Anna is about that money, and discomforts of Arvind about the whole money they have collected from the people.
Anna Hazare has said that he will not resort to fasting anymore to press for his demands, but that he will fight for his causes through agitations. The anti-corruption crusader also said that he would continue to work to send clean people to the parliament.
अन्ना एक भले व्यक्ति हैं और वे एक समाज सेवा में लिप्त हैं, इसलिए उनकी जो नियत पर किसी को अविश्वास नहीं करना चाहिए। उनके आसपास इर्द गिर्द कुछ महत्वाकांक्षी लोग लग गए थे जो अब उनसे अलग हो गए हैं, इसलिए अन्ना जी की बात पर विश्वास करना चाहिए।
Moving on, Maharashtra Governor K. Sankaranarayanan has accepted the resignation of Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar, who quit following reports about his alleged involvement in a 2,000 crore rupees irrigation scam. Maharashtra Chief Minister Prithviraj Chavan met the governor this morning and handed over Mr. Pawar's resignation. The crisis in the Congress NCP coalition government in the state, triggered by the surprise resignation, came to an end yesterday after party chief Sharad Pawar asked Mr. Chavan to accept it and directed 19 other ministers who had also stepped down to resume office.
आज सुबह मैं महामहिम राज्यपाल महोदय से मिला और मैंने उनको मंत्रिपरिषद में कुछ बदल की सिफारिश की। उसके अनुसार राज्यपाल महोदय ने उप मुख्यमंत्री श्री अजित पवार का इस्तीफा मंजूर कर लिया है और श्री अजित पवार के पास जो विभाग थे वो विभागों का प्रभाग अन्य मंत्रियों के पास सौंपने का निर्णय लिया गया था, उसे स्वीकार कर लिया गया है।
Stay with us as we go through more national stories right after a short break.